From one car care clinic class to the other, it's now time for Triple One Sports and GT Saloon Cars. And Dave caught up with some of the top contenders in this category.
And we've got Zwartkops standing right there, I should say sitting right there, Zwartkops, looking rather serious. Looking forward to the racing?
Absolutely looking forward to getting some vengeance, because my fellow race mates decided to leave a very smelly, dirty diaper in my race car when I got to the track this morning. So revenge will be sweet.
Would that be Johan who did that? Johan, was that you?
I wish I know.
I don't wear diapers though.
Johan, are you going to stay on the track this time, hopefully?
Dave, it'll make my weekend if I can just get through turn 4 this weekend. But we're making progress.
And how is that car of yours running?
I don't know. They've been race prepping it for 3 days. It's still not ready.
Nicole, I hope you've got something more sensible to say. Looking forward to the weekend, tell us.
Yes, I'm super excited. I'm all the way from Durban, so this track's new for me.
You've got to come from somewhere, but how are you finding the track?
It's super fun. It's a lot faster than Desi and not as cornery.
Not as corny, okay, that's a good description. Marius also looking very serious. Hopefully you got something in your pocket to smoke these guys.
No, I'm not in that category, but it's, I must say it's really great to see the big field out there, and thank goodness COVID was over and we can now get back to some fun on the racetrack. So.
And the fun's about to start now with highlights of race number 1 into turn 1. Leonard Archer trying to outgun everybody. Looks like he might be the man to beat in that ACD Honda of his. But you can see with a big field of over 30 cars about to go to battle, we're going to be in for an epic one. George Economides had a great start as well. He sits in second place. Voted not quite getting the start he wanted. As he comes up through turn 4 there, you can see a little bit of pressure being applied, not only from the extra shoes and clothing golf, but as we get to the top end, oh, is that Captain Kitty Litter? Yes, it was. And you can see it's Francois Henning who's actually spun out. Looks like there might be a little bit of oil down at turn 5. There's a problem at turn 2 as well. Cobus Brits in the Pragmar Polo has had to stop. And yeah, unfortunately, red flag had to come out there to sort out all the oil that had been dropped. The dice out front continuing big time there between Mark Dutoy and Louis Scholz. Dutoy trying to close things down on Scholz. In the mid-pack as well, lots of battles raging, but no one is going to catch Louis Scholz in the Car Care Clinic Golf GTI. He takes the victory over Mark Dutoy and George Economides. Philip Mayer eventually coming through there for the Class A win in the Triple One side of things. A great effort there with Dalton and Russ for the top 3. Is that official race fuel being put into that car? Possibly. Let's catch up with some of our top contenders and find out what their thoughts are on Triple Ones.
It's the only place they allow me to. But it's fun, it's a time-based series, it's a nice bunch of guys, competitive to a point, and yeah, just general good fun.
A big range of vehicles participates in this category as well, including the MX-5 of Yorick Smith.
So the rules are all time-based, and we got classes from A to E. Class X is if you haven't set a time yet. Class A is if you have set a time around the 1:11 mark, and then it just filters depending on what time you set. Depends what class you go into.
Straight into highlights now of race number 2. Lights out, a rolling start, and once again Louis Scholz looking to try and get the whole shot over to Toy. That's exactly what happens. The Toy under pressure from Economides as they went through turn 1, and the rest of the pack coming through there. Great to see a couple of drivers coming all the way up from Natal and the Desi Raceway. We spoke to Nicole earlier on. Hank Lombard is there as well, and the 2 Lombards are having an absolute blast there in their little Volkswagen Zwartkops. Oh, big problems right at the word go though. Was that one of the BMWs? I think it might have been. Yes, indeed. Getting completely out of shape. Jaco Storm with some big problems there coming up towards turn 5 out of turn 4. Big problems as well here once again for Cobus Brits. He's under huge pressure there from the Golf on the inside, but absolutely amazing stuff. And at the front end again, it was Louis Scholz for Car Care Clinic. Taking the victory this time over George Economides and Mark Dutoy with Archer in 4th. It was Adrian Dalton who won out the battle for Class A, beating Philip Mayer and Piet Potgieter for the top 3.
So it was quite a battle to stay up with him. At least I had a decent start. You know, I jumped 2 places on by turn 2. I had made up 2 places, and then I maintained it. So I was keeping my guard to keep those that particular spot. I said chase after Philip, but however, he's too good, eh?
Let's catch up now with the boss man, Louis Scholz.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. It's great to be back. It's nice to have the spectators again. The place has been packed. The guys have been cheering, yelling, going crazy. The kids are all running around, so it's a perfect day here at Zwartkops. It was excellent racing. First race, we struggled a bit with the two front runners, got past them, ran away. Then there was a hell of a lot of oil all over the place, so it was slippery like ice. Second race was a bit better. We got a clean start, ran a bit away. Old George caught us at the end, but we still made it. Thank you, guys.